everybody. Welcome to Double Overtime. It's your girl, Monse here. This is my buddy, John.
That's me.
We are going to talk some sports.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I want to get started with, I think, like, such a great comeback, and it's not the Clippers. We will get there.
Okay.
Freaking Tiger Woods.
Is it time for me to do my Tiger Woods dance?
Can you?
I will. Okay, let's do it. Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. Winning it for all of us.
Oh, good. Oh,
you know,
good.
barbecues were getting crazy that Sunday.
I'm so glad everyone saw that. That's so good. Excellent. Okay. Tiger.
That's how we all dance when Tiger wins.
Hold on. I know we kind of talked about it, but did you realistically think that a man who last won his Masters back in 2005, that was the last time he won a Masters, was going to win it in 2019?
I mean, no, you're not going to think that he is. But the one thing about the Masters is it doesn't change. The course never changes. So he's played the same thing over and over and over again. He's bound to win it. But, I didn't think it was actually going to happen.
But with that logic, where's everybody else who's won it? That's not the right logic.
Well, I mean, I guess it isn't the right logic. Maybe they weren't showing up.
The courts never change on basketball. Football, it's the same field.
Well, I mean, those are different sports. But
you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're saying it's the same, but it can't.
But in golf, they changed the course on like other
tournaments.
Yeah.
On other tournaments. Gotcha. I was utterly shocked and also like so happy to see that because Tiger Woods was on a roller coaster of a life. You know what I mean? Like to think about at one point, which probably was around early 2000s, Tiger was considered the best athlete, not the best golfer. He was considered the best athlete at some point in his life.
Right.
And then around 2009, we are told or we are informed that he has infidelity issues.
Oh, yeah.
And it becomes like a huge scandal, you know, huge scandal. And then somehow 10 years later, he's back.
Right. Well, look, I mean, again,
the man,
I don't know what to say. I'm just so proud of Tiger. I'm so proud of this man. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'll say this. The African-American community, we have basically written him off until this point in time. I mean,
now
like,
he's back.
He's back again. He's back again. He's allowed to be part of the crew. Because, you know, we really loved him when he was constantly winning. And he wasn't just winning. He was dominating. I mean, he's winning by like 15 some odd strokes, you know? Now, this one, he barely won. He barely got over the edge. And he at least did it. You know, he got another jacket. But wow, I mean... No one thought he was going to do this. Absolutely no one. Everybody was like, he's never catching Jack's numbers of what? I think it was 18 majors, something like that.
No. He has 4 under his belt.
Right.
Yeah.
So people were like, that's not happening. But maybe it will. Maybe he can keep winning the Masters because that course doesn't change. So it's a major.
It's so just 10 years later for him to be a current topic of conversation and not just like, oh, Woods is back, you know, playing
embarrassing himself.
Right. It's like, no. Tiger Woods just won. And you're like, what? Is it 10 years ago?
No.
I can't. I was so happy for him. It's such a, you know, a comeback story from everything that he went through. Because, you know, you said that your folks kind of shunned him away. I don't think those were the only folks that shunned him away.
Well, I mean, almost all of golf did. Because golf's ratings.
All the women?
Yeah, go down. Oh, yeah.
You know, like there were so many people who were just like, ugh. Because he had this image. He had this great image. And then it kind of was like taken away. He's an attractive man. So like all the women were like, really? Yeah. Really, Tiger? This is what you do?
Yeah.
To your Swedish model wife, right? Yeah. She was a model.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think at the time she was like a nanny or something.
But I think
had been modeling.
Like,
yeah, she was and probably still is very fine. I haven't seen her recently, but I assume.
You meant fine looking, not fine just in life.
Right, yes. Fine looking.
Got it.
She's probably fine in life too. Let's be honest. I'm sure she got a pretty nice settlement after that divorce.
I'm sure. She's probably still getting some.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's like, oh, Tiger, you remember you just won? As part of that, prenup. No.
So I also recently found out about the Masters that when you win the Masters, you get to pick dinner. And it's like a Masters dinner, and you get to pick, you know, what it is that you serve everybody. So I want to know, if you won the Masters and it's your dinner.
Yeah.
What dinner would we be eating?
Lobster.
It's not just one thing. You could say a couple things, like 5 things. So they have like a bunch of stuff. So if you could pick like 5 things that represent John,
that represent me.
Yeah,
No, this is representing a celebration, not just me.
Okay, so it's beyond that.
Yeah, normal me is eating terrible, but celebration me.
Celebration John just won the Masters. What's for dinner?
We got lobster, macaroni and cheese with lobster. We got probably some sort of lobster salad.
Okay, a lot of lobster.
Just all lobster.
Just lobster.
Just all lobster.
Really?
That's all I'm going to need.
Do people like lobster that much?
I don't get it that often, so I'm going to definitely celebrate. And shrimp. Lobster and shrimp. Just seafood.
Do you guys like lobster that much? Because
Who doesn't like shrimp and lobster?
Like lobster over there? Nope.
No?
See, thank you.
Well,
we got a no over there. No.
You don't have to join in on my dinner.
No, but I have to sit there and eat your dinner.
Well, I mean,
if you win the Masters, I'm coming to dinner.
Oh,
even though you can only go, I think, if you win the Masters. But I'm gonna be there.
All right.
No.
You'll be my +1.
I'll be the +1.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Well, I guess you better get used to some lobster.
I'm not having lobster. I don't eat anything with a face on it.
Lobsters don't really have a face.
Are you kidding me?
Those are monsters.
Okay. All right. So we got a bunch of lobster stuff with macaroni and cheese is all I got. That's it?
Yeah, I mean.
Lobster nachos, lobster. Just
lobster
literally.
salad,
you want some sushi? Sushi's got lobster.
Yeah, and I guess for dessert we'll have, red velvet cake. That's my cake.
Red velvet cake.
That's my jam right there.
All right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, not for me, but I'm sure people would enjoy it.
Some people.
Some people would.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I don't care.
You want like lobster, like, is lobster like crab legs? Is that the same thing?
No, those are different. I mean, it's the same style of you have to crack them open to get to the meat, but it's a different.
But is lobster like fancier?
It is a little fancier.
I've never had lobster in my life, to be honest with you. And I've had, imitation crab and sushi, but I've never cracked open, a shell and eaten or sucked it out. Like I watch people in Vegas buffets.
Yeah.
Vegas buffets, when you hear there's like crab legs or like people are like so about it.
They are. They get a little too excited. But I want you to get excited because I brought you a gift here, Monse.
What did you bring me, John?
I brought you this. A nice little Manny Machado bobblehead. I feel it'll be nice for the desk here. What do you think? Because you brought your nice Ralph one here.
First of all, please do not put Ralph Lawler on the same pedestal as you're putting Manny Machado right now.
Oh, should I not put him right next to each other?
Oh my God, Manny Machado's gonna touch my bobblehead. No. Okay, listen, Manny Machado. So is this for me? Is this my gift?
That's your gift. I brought it just for you.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, isn't it though?
Is this what I'm supposed to do?
You don't have to shake them like that.
Is this a gravel?
Whoa. That's a man's head.
Is this not what this is for? All right,
wow.
So I'm just gonna listen to you talk about something as I fix his face a little bit.
Fix his face.
He just has something. Guys. So if you want to blacken out teeth, don't use a green Sharpie.
Yeah, because it's probably gonna look like Beetlejuice if you do it that way.
That's fine too.
Ooh.
So you know who else is kind of a comeback? I feel like in NHL right now, we got some comebacks. Both sides of NHL playoffs. The number 8 seed has wiped out the number 1 seed.
But that happens a lot more in hockey than it does in other sports.
It had never happened in the first round.
Well, not like a sweep.
Like a sweep.
Yeah,
correct.
But when the Kings had won in the past.
Get that out of here. It's so gross.
I love you only gave him like 2 green teeth.
Well, listen, if we can do more shows, pretty soon he's going to be disgusting.
He's going to be disgusting?
Yeah,
well, great.
I'm going to use him as a gravel. Actually, bring him back. He's going to be my gravel. It's perfect. So if I want to, if you say something that upsets me, I'm going to use his head.
Okay.
Yeah, sweeps.
Yeah.
Sweeps.
Yeah. No. I mean, let's be honest. I owe my sister a dinner, and I probably should have put money down because she told me that if you win the President's Cup, you're not winning the Stanley Cup. Now, I didn't expect them to get swept. I didn't expect them to embarrass themselves out there, but they did lose just like she said they would.
But even the other number 1 team, forget about the Tampa Bay Lightning, but the Calgary Flames, what's their excuse for getting swept?
I don't know. And people in Calgary really love hockey. Really do. I don't know what they're doing up in Calgary right now.
But they're playing hockey.
Well, but I'm just saying, the fans.
Well, actually, they're not playing.
They're not playing anymore, and I don't know what the fans are going to be doing about this because the fans really love hockey up in Calgary. I mean, that's like all they have. I think that's the only professional sports team they have. So for them to lose, they're not taking that very well. I'll tell you that.
I can agree with that. Speaking of great fans, Liverpool fans must be super excited. Mm-hmm. Here we are, getting closer to the end of Champions League, UEFA Champions League. I'm a little shocked that we're not going to see Cristiano Ronaldo anymore in Juventus.
I mean, are we really?
Because, now all of a sudden John is jumping on a different bandwagon here.
I mean, but again, to be at this point in time, you have to be very good. Not to say that Ronaldo is not very good, but we've been talking about...
He has the most goals out of Champions League.
Oh, no, I know. But we've been talking about how he kind of goes back and forth. You're not always going to be at your best, especially in that kind of sport, because you are constantly running. So if you have a bad day or two, you could lose because, the people on the other side are doing much better. So he is aging. We know that. So he might not be able to give you the hat trick every time you need it, but he can do it every now and then, which is important. But hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
So do you think the Liverpool fan base, those crazy fans that support their team and, do you think they can beat Barcelona?
I mean, they've come this far, so here's how I look at it. If you've gotten to the point where you're nearly in the finals, you've been winning to get to this point. So what's to stop you from winning anymore? Like maybe
I think it's this guy. Messi.
Yeah, well, I know I know Messi is going to be a problem for them, but I still think they can pull it off. Now, do I lean towards Messi more than I do Liverpool? Yes, because I've seen what Messi can do. I know what Messi can do. And if you tell me that he scored 8 goals in a game, I would not be surprised. Yeah. But I would be like, I need to look at those highlights. That's amazing, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I know. I like how you put that. They've already gone this far, so obviously they can do it. Will they do it? That's what it comes down to. Ajax is going to take on Tottenham, which they lost their striker recently. So it's going to be an interesting matchup to see who comes out and actually gets to the finals. But speaking of finals, we are getting closer to the NBA finals. There's a lot happening. Going back to my comeback with my Clippers. Yo, I think I died and then came back to life during that game.
What, game 2?
Yes.
Well, I fell asleep, so I was surprised when you sent me the text.
No.
Well, I'm being honest with you.
That's not okay.
I was well asleep. They were down 30 points. I was
31.
like, this game is done.
31
All right.
is what they were down.
31 to be exact.
So, greatest comeback in NBA playoff history.
Well, they haven't won since then.
I'm gonna need you to not focus on that right now.
But that's what's
important. And we're
important.
gonna focus on this game for another 60 seconds.
Okay,
John.
so we're just gonna highlight only the good parts of the Clippers, not the bad parts.
Nobody expected them. Nobody expected them to get one win.
I said they'd get one.
Well, that's because you like me and you were afraid I was going to cut you.
No, but I really thought they'd get one. I really did think they'd get one.
You were some of the few.
Right.
Most people expected a sweep to come from the Warriors, who have 4 All-Stars. I mean, not current, but 4 All-Stars, MVPs, Finals MVPs, championships against this team that doesn't even have one All-Star. Not one.
Well, that's because
All-Star.
They keep doing that to Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou definitely deserves to be an All-Star.
The 6th Man Award needs to be named Sweet Lou.
The Sweet Lou?
The Sweet Lou Award. I'm saying that right now.
I would actually become a basketball player so I could be like, I want a Sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou.
I want to win a Sweet Lou.
That award needs to be named the Sweet Lou Award.
Okay.
And if it's not, I am going to be very upset. But we'll talk about that with Commissioner of NBA since we're friends, Yeah.
Well, anyway. he needs to work on other things like why the ratings are going down.
Well, why do you think they're going down?
One name, LeBron.
Listen, I like LeBron, and I'm done talking about LeBron.
Well, so
if you want to say anything about LeBron, I'm going to give you 45 seconds, and that's all you get.
I thought earlier you were going to give me 3 minutes.
No, I changed my mind. I don't want to hear about LeBron
seconds.
for 3 minutes. You got 45 seconds. Now it's 40.
Well, the only thing I have to say about LeBron is that we probably should stop talking about LeBron because he's not in the picture right now. It's sad that that's all they think they can talk about in the NBA. It's like the man isn't even on the court. He is looking at his script for Space Jam 2.
Okay, that's
he
enough.
Is not, okay.
I don't think that was 45 seconds, but I'm over it.
Thank you.
I'm over it. Okay, so...
I only got 30 seconds.
I don't care. LeBron, let's stop talking about... But we can't talk about the Lakers in the sense of what's happening right now. There's stories that this is all Kobe's fault and Rob Pelinka's fault.
Yeah.
Who, AKA, or also... No, that's not right. Forget the AKA. Who also, to me, looks so much like Rob Lowe. I can't take him seriously.
All right.
Rob Pelinka is, every time he comes on the screen, I'm like, this is Rob Lowe's, twin brother. Yeah, in a way.
I mean, Rob Lowe is a handsome man. Rob Pelinka's he looks like the villain version of Rob Lowe.
I want somebody tell me if I'm right. If you think that Rob Pelinka looks like Rob Lowe, Can you just comment and let us know? Because clearly we're disagreeing.
I think it's just because they're both named
like
Rob.
super clear how much they look alike.
I don't know.
Do you have good vision? Have you been to the doctor lately?
Actually, I have better than 20/20 vision.
Is that even a thing?
Yeah.
How could you be better than 20/20?
Because the chart, like if you can read the lower lines, that's better than 20/20.
Okay, overachiever. No, I can do that too.
What do you mean overachiever? The doctor asks you to read those lines. I'm not like, let me volunteer to read those lines,
That's
please.
That's probably what you were doing.
No, I did not.
Sir, I want to show you how
Sir,
great my vision
I have
is.
great vision.
Let me show you. Okay, so clearly the Lakers' vision is not that great because there's something going on that we don't really know about. And then TMZ caught up with Magic Johnson, and he's like, I'm still helping them out, just on my own terms.
Right. Well, I
mean...
What
does that mean?
Well, because now he can start doing things that he couldn't do as president. Now he can, like, tweet people. He can send them texts. He can be, like, chilling with them on the sidelines, being like, hey, man, maybe you should come to L.A. He's not doing anything wrong if he's just Magic Johnson doing it. But if he's doing it as the president of the Lakers... then that's tampering, and then he's getting fined, and he's getting brought up for all kinds of stuff. Yeah, like when he talked about, Paul George, was it, or something like that? When he was on TV talking about, oh yeah, Paul George is good. They're like, oh, that's tampering. How dare you say somebody's good at basketball? And it's like, he's just like, well, I'm just being me talking about another basketball player, but if I can't even do that, I don't want this job no more.
So do you think this was all part of the plan? Like him leaving was so that he could, in a sense, influence others in coming to the Lakers without it being illegal?
I still think there's a little more.
There's more to it.
I mean, I think this is just a perk. Now that he's not with the team officially, he can do these kind of things. Now he can have meetings with Ben Simmons and not have to worry about like tampering issues and stuff like that. I think that's a perk of this. But I really think there was something going on inside the offices there that we don't know about and may never know about because they don't have to tell us, you know. So
yeah. Oh.
I mean, I just don't think things were going well between him and Rob. And when looking at Jeannie, I think Jeannie went the way of Rob because Rob and Kobe are recent championships, while as Magic, his chips were way back in the 80s.
You know, that sucks because I thought that Jeannie and Magic had a really good relationship. And
I mean, I'm sure they still have a good relationship.
I don't know, because like you just said, she picked somebody over Magic.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, it's not like she picked somebody that doesn't have championships. Like, you know, she didn't go out of her way to be like, hey, you know, this dude over here who just walked in the door, I'm picking him over you. No, she picked another all-star. She picked somebody in the Laker family. It's just she felt probably that, you know, Kobe's vision for the future might be better than Magic's vision for the future because he's been out of it a little longer as far as actually playing on the court. Now, I'm sure Magic is still watching games all the time. He still knows what talent is. But I think she just was like, oh, if I had to really choose between the two because you guys are making me choose, I'm going to have to go with the little bro this time.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Let's talk about the Celtics.
Oh, yeah.
The first team to advance.
I told you they were
the
good.
Next round.
I told you they were good.
I never denied they were good. Chill. I like the Celtics, okay? I like the Celtics. I like Kyrie Irving, even though he's a flat earther. That's a different conversation. What? Kyrie? Okay. Well, aside from that, you're a really good player. I like you. They swept. I'm a little shocked that they swept. I mean,
but the Pacers didn't have their all-star.
You're 100%. But kind of going back to the discussion we had of Champions League, you got to the playoffs. You won this amount of games. I'm not saying that I expected the Pacers to come out. That's not what I thought. I thought they would win one.
Yeah.
One.
I didn't think so.
You never thought that?
I never thought they would. Because the Celtics are a different team in the playoffs, and they've already said many times they don't care about the regular season.
Yes, that's
the other
true.
team that says they don't care about it are the Warriors. And those are the two teams that if they're in the finals, not surprised at all. Because those teams are good. They just decided we'll play when we need to play.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of disappointing the way the brackets. This is one thing I do hate about basketball that I wish it was more like football. In football, you know, the lower seed always plays the higher seed. Like, that's just how it is. There's no set bracket, which I kind of hate for basketball because the Celtics in the second round of the playoffs are going to take on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right.
I don't think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to lose. I can say that.
I don't know. I think the Celtics will get them.
Oh no, I meant like in the first round. I'm I'm anticipating that they're going to beat the Detroit Pistons.
Right.
And probably probably get a sweep out of it. We'll see. But I hate that that's how the brackets are set up, and that the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks take on each other in the second round.
Well, I mean, that's just how things are set up. I mean, I think, honestly,
I know that's how they're set up, and that's what's upsetting me.
I know.
John, listen.
I know what you're saying, but they're not going to change it up based on who wins in the first round to have, like, now let's say a number 7 seed wins and now number 1 should be playing number 7 like they would do for football.
Right.
They're not going to do that because the strategy of where you find yourself in the seedings is very important in basketball.
There is strategy as to how you want to land in the playoffs.
Correct.
I totally get that. It's just frustrating that that's going to happen. And then on the, Western Conference, the Rockets are probably going to take on the Warriors unless my Clippers can be like a miracle and, come and win the next 3 games. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not completely saying that it can't happen.
Right. But their next one is up in the Bay Area. That's going to be a little rough.
Look, I just need to say this about the Clippers. Like, I know that there's no all-star, but like Gallinari, where has he been? Literally, what are you doing? What? I just want to know why. I watched in person. I saw game 3 at the Staples Center.
Okay.
With my brothers. My daddy treated the siblings, and so we went. Gallinari literally would get the ball and look away from the basket because he looked terrified.
Well, he showed up in game 2.
Sure, kind of, but he hasn't really done much. In 4 games, he almost pulled a Harden. He was 3 of 20 in the last game.
Right.
And at least he was a little bit more confident. He was trying to shoot. But game 2, after coming back from that comeback, you're 1-1, and it's game 3. It's such an important game. He didn't even want to shoot the ball.
Right.
Dude, at this point, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? I was so frustrated. That's all I needed to say about my Clippers.
Look, I don't know the mentality of this man. I don't know if he was told something that morning that made him scared to shoot the ball. Either way, he wasn't doing it with any kind of confidence. I will agree with you on that. He lost what looked like confidence in his shot from one game to the next. You would think coming home to the Staples Center would make you more confident because you are familiar. You got to sleep 100%. In your own bed, all that kind of stuff. But maybe the pressure of knowing you are supposed to win because you're at home, maybe that's too much for him. Because when you win on the road when you're not supposed to win, well, that's an easy victory. But when you're supposed to win in front of your home fans, maybe that pressure's too much.
Maybe. And he did have home fans because I'm pretty sure he's Italian, Gallinari. There were some Italian people behind us, right? Okay. And they fell asleep. And if you follow me on Twitter, which you can.
Well, they're in a different time zone.
They fell asleep, and I took a photo. All of you, right? You guys saw that? I took a photo of myself. They were knocked out. And I want to be like, Gallinari, this is your fault. They were here for you, and you put them to sleep.
Different time zone. It was probably hard for them.
They were, I think, neck thing. It was like a plane. They were just out.
Wait, they brought the neck thing
yes,
too?
out. John, do you not follow me on Twitter? I don't need you to keep up with what
I saw
post.
The photo. I saw the photo of them sleeping. I didn't see that they had the neck thing too, like they were prepared to take a nap.
Out.
That's crazy.
I literally I couldn't.
Who comes to a game with that? That's all right.
And then this guy, they gave out free shirts to the public, right? And we were leaving, and this guy wearing a Curry jersey with a chain. Put that chain away, first of all. Second of all,
what's wrong with the chain?
It was, trust me, if you saw it, you'd feel the same way.
Okay.
So he walked away to steal a shirt, and I was like, no, you can't steal a shirt. You're wearing Curry. And he's like, I'm a Lakers fan. Then why are you wearing Curry? Wear your Lakers jersey, you idiot. I cannot.
Well, again, the Lakers don't have much to be proud of right now.
Don't
they missed the playoffs again.
Curry.
I think it's just hate for the Clippers.
Team.
I think it's just hate for Clippers. That's all it is. It's just hate. Haters gonna hate.
I will throw this at you.
I should have brought a softer
bobble. I can't. I really cannot.
My gifts now are going to be soft from here on out.
I'm changing the conversation because I don't want to talk about Clipper hate.
Okay.
But Philly, before we get out of basketball talk, the Philly.
The 76ers.
76ers.
I love that they got booed after their first game and now have been winning ever since. But they needed to be booed. They weren't playing hard.
I guess my thing that I want to talk about is all of the kind of drama happening, fouls, flagrant fouls, people getting ejected in the press conferences, Embiid laughing along with Ben Simmons laughing. And then in this last one, he was with Butler, started laughing again. I feel like that to me is so childish that it's going to bleed into the game itself.
I'm not too upset with it because it seems like they're trying to have fun. And that's something that team really needs to start doing.
Okay.
Of any team that is still in the mix, that team needs to be having fun because they have all kinds of issues within themselves. I mean, you've got Embiid thinking he's the best thing that's ever happened to this earth.
Prospect.
Yeah. You've got Jimmy Butler, who demands a certain level of, hustle out of everybody. And if he doesn't see it, he's going to tell somebody to their face and they might not like that. Yeah. You've got Ben Simmons, who's attacking the fans. So you got a lot of stuff that's going on right there within the team. So if they start having fun, maybe all that outside noise will go away and they can just focus on winning games.
Okay, so do you think it was a flagrant, the elbow to Allen that he did? I thought it was a flagrant in the sense he hit him hard.
Yeah.
But it looked like a basketball move to me.
It did.
And just Allen was really up in him. And unfortunately, it's like, if I stand next to you with my heels and you do a basketball play, your elbow is probably going to hit my face.
Oh, yeah.
You're
getting a black eye.
I'm getting a black eye easily. So I thought it was a basketball play.
It looked like a basketball play. And since basketball plays happen so quickly, especially now, it might look dirtier than it really is.
Right.
But, I mean, all they do every time they look at what kind of foul it is, they slow down the tape. So when you slow down the tape,
it looks even worse.
It's going to look even worse.
Of
like,
course.
especially if he like grimaces when he's doing it, looks like, oh, I'm going to kill this man. Like, then they look at that and they're like, oh, well, clearly there was malintent. Look at his face, So they look at all that in slow motion. It's going to look a lot worse. But
they didn't give him the flagrant 2.
No.
They just kept it at the flagrant 1, which I think, because you can't just think you can do this and it's going to be okay.
Right.
So I understand all that. And now that you said maybe they're just having fun, maybe you're right because they interviewed him with Butler and Butler got ejected after he had fouled, after Embiid had fouled the same player, Allen, but not the same type of play. And then Butler and Dudley get ejected.
Right.
And then they asked Butler about it and he's like, I'm going to do the same thing. Somebody attacks my big boy. I'm gonna take them down.
As you should. You got to defend your own, and that's important about the playoffs. You guys have to be a team, and if you're able to laugh things off and have a good time, that's probably better for the team. Now, on the other side, you've got the Thunder, who won't answer no questions, who are always upset, and it looks like they're about to fall apart in front of our eyes.
They are. But before we move out of this, can we just talk about what Brooklyn Nets posted of Ben Simmons throughout the arena area, the wanted sign? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
It was Ben Simmons in a wanted poster, and it said, can't find his jump shot or looking for his jumper or something.
Well, he doesn't have a jumper. I mean, that's what's so crazy is that once Embiid has been like eliminated when he was injured, he was able to go back into the paint and look good. But when Embiid's there, he can't go in the paint, so now he has to shoot, and he looks like he doesn't have any business on a basketball court. It's so sad.
And the best part about that wanted sign that was put up by Brooklyn fans was at the bottom. It said, "If found, contact Kendall Jenner." Hilarious. Anyway, okay, NFL draft.
Yeah.
Go. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think Arizona Cardinals are going to do?
At this point, I have no idea. Everybody has been saying so much stuff. They're throwing it in all these different directions. There's no idea. Like, at this point in time, they kind of have to draft Kyler Murray and probably send Rosen somewhere else. Like,
who Josh Rosen has handled this so eloquently.
I don't know.
So, are you kidding me? Every time I've heard him speak, he's like, I get it. It's a business. I don't want to leave. The 3 times we won last year, I felt like it was a Super Bowl win. Right. Because they won 3 times. But I felt like...
Yay for 3 victories.
That's what he said. I feel like, he's handled it much better.
How?
When everyone's talking that you're going to get traded, what do you mean how, John?
He got his friends to cry like he was doing a 30 for 30 like he had been shot. Like, he's acting like he's been, maimed in the streets. All he's going to do is get traded and still get paid good money.
But, John, no.
What? It's a business.
And he has said that, so I don't know what you expect him to
But he got all his friends to come on and be like, please don't trade him. He's such a good quarterback. Like, what is this all? He's only been in the league for 1 year.
And
he still has a
terrible?
job.
Okay, listen, we're going to talk about youngins getting traded. Look at the Lakers. It's the same thing. It's like a mentality
they
thing.
They behaved poorly. I'm not gonna say they didn't, but he he went to go get friends and family.
Yes.
And had them record tape of how great he is as if he's being sent off to war or something.
Jon, if you ever get drafted and then get traded, I'm not going to make a video for you.
Please don't, because I'm still getting paid.
I'm going to make a video for you.
I'm still getting paid.
No, I'm going to make a video for you.
As long as the checks are coming in, I don't care who's paying me, you know?
No, whatever.
I don't.
Okay. So do you think they're going to go Kyler Murray?
I think they are, but at the same time, if they don't take Kyler Murray is falling far down on there because other teams either don't need a quarterback or they don't think he fits their style of quarterback. By that, he's brown.
So let's do a little bet. Okay. Before we wrap up our show here.
Yeah.
Little bet. You think they're going to pick Kyler Murray?
Number one.
Yes. The Arizona Cardinals.
I do.
You do. All right. So I don't think they are.
Okay.
I do not think they're going to pick. And that's for real. Before we started talking about I don't think they're going to pick Kyler Murray.
If they don't, they're going to trade that pick.
I think they're going to pick Nick Bosa, to be honest with you.
What?
I do. And I don't like him for social media reasons. He's
that he got rid of all his Trump support stuff.
All of that. And then he doesn't like Beyonce. One, who doesn't like Beyonce? He said Beyonce is trash. He says Black Panther is the worst Marvel movie. And he said Colin Kaepernick is a clown. Use a clown. Anyway, I think that's who they're going to pick. So if...
My goodness. I didn't know you said that about Black Panther.
Yeah, now you're all upset. Now everything's changed. Now. If the Arizona Cardinals
nobody drafts him.
Do not pick Kyler Murray,
yeah,
the next time we do a show, you're not going to wear pants.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I
won't wear boxers either. I'll just be sitting here stark naked from the waist down.
People are talking to us. What do you guys think about this? I think they're going to support us.
They're going to support it.
Can I get a thumbs up? He won't wear pants?
I won't wear any pants.
He won't wear pants. Let us know what you think, if he should do that or not. If Kyler Murray is
the fans want me without
the number one pick for the Arizona Cardinals. That is the bet we have going on. I hate this, but our time is up.
Well, what happens for you? You're
nothing.
Already not wearing pants.
No, I am in charge.
Okay.
That's nothing. Nothing happens to me. Here I am, and I will be here.
Maybe we can get her to wear a hat.
A hat?
Mm-hmm. Because see, look at how upset she is. She's like, I would never put a hat on this hair.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to Double Overtime with us.
Yep.
We appreciate it. Be sure to follow us across social media at LATV Network. You can find Jon at
Jon024 Durnell on Instagram and Twitterless Jon on Twitter. That is _Turless Jon. See, I did it right for you this time.
For me, it's for the people, man.
Well, for the people.
I'm going to make it simple. You can follow me at Monse Bolanos across social media. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know what you think about our bet. Let us know if I should break this. Just let us know. Comment, like, share. We'll see you next time here on Double Overtime.
Tiger Woods.